Hi everyone, I'm Anagha from Access Language School, and in this video let us discuss about some useful sentences which may help you out in your OET speaking subtest, that is a role play. Now sentence formulation is considered to be one of the difficult tasks in the OET speaking subtest, and we tend to memorize a lot of phrases and sentences in order to use for our role play, but it is practically impossible because it is only your presence of mind which will help you in order to get through your examination. Now the OET speaking subtest or the role play has 10 stages to it. The first stage is where greetings and salutations are provided to the patient you meet. Now it is followed by providing a help or offering a help to the patient. After that, we have the step or we reach a stage where we empathize with the patient. Now this is considered to be one of the important stages because here you need to develop an interpersonal relationship with the patient. That is where you develop the empathizing or you create the empathizing phrases in order to empathize with the present medical condition of the patient. It is followed by encouraging the patient to speak out all their worries, all their queries, all their problems which they are suffering from. It is followed by drawing inferences from whatever this patient talked about. Now, after drawing the inferences, you can provide the necessary reassurances. Now, if you receive a reluctant patient, you can use ample amount of reassurance phrases. After this, you need to provide a necessary advice or suggestion regarding what kind of treatment or what kind of higher medication that particular patient is required to take. It is followed by getting a proper feedback from the patient in order to know what is the present condition of the patient. Is the patient able to follow the instructions you are trying to provide? Was he or she able to understand what you were talking about? After this, you have the closing phrase, and here comes the end of your role play or the speaking subtest. Now something you need to take care of. When you reach the first stage, the introductory part, like providing greeting and salutation to the patient, you should always keep in mind the time when you are greeting the patient. That means you should use either good morning, good afternoon or good evening depending upon the time of the day. And if you already know the name of the patient, you can address the patient based upon, like if it's a male, you can address the patient with Mr., the initial Mr. If it's a female, with the initial Miss. Even if that woman is married, you can use the initial Miss. It shows a sign of respect. Then try to gather as much as information possible from the patient. For example, when a patient meets you or comes to you, you can ask them, okay, what is it that is worrying you? What is the problem that is worrying you? So that patient will provide you a complaint. Like, I am suffering from a severe muscle pain. So you can ask them, okay, what is the duration of your pain? What is the intensity of your pain? How frequent does it occur? In this way, try to gather as much as information possible from the patient. Based upon this, you can reach a medical conclusion. So you can say to the patient, okay, based on my examination, I feel that you might be suffering from so and so kind of disease. And if it's a severe disease, you can say that, so I would like to refer you to the emergency department or higher level of medication. Now after this, the patient might be in a fit of anxiety, so you can provide with n number of reassurances by saying that now it's not a disease which cannot be cured, it can be absolutely cured, and we have an expert panel of doctors in our hospital, so you need not worry, and I will be present with you throughout the diagnostic procedure. In this way, you can provide n number of reassurances, and do not fail to obtain the necessary feedback from the patient in order to ensure that they are in a calm condition, and never use harsh words whenever you communicate with the patient, and never insist them to agree to your opinion. Now, when you provide an advice or suggestion to the patient, do not make use of the word should. For example, if my patient is a person who is a chain smoker, if I say to him, you should quit your smoking, that is something like I'm providing a command to him. Do not do that. You should always say, I would like you to quit smoking, or it would be good if you quit smoking. So always be polite to your patients. And some extra points which you need to keep in your mind is, your language should be always fluent whenever you communicate with your patient. And Also, you should try to build an effective relationship with the patient, because it is one of the important criteria on the basis of which you are judged, that is the clinical communication criteria. And always try to use polite words with the patient. And the main thing is, do not try to use bombastic English words, because the patient who may approach you might not be a person who might be very much fluent in English language. So you need not use all kinds of bombastic ornamental words in order to communicate with your patient. Instead, try to use simple English language. So try to keep all these tips in your mind next time you approach or next time you prepare for your speaking subtest of the OET, that is specifically the role play, which will definitely help you out. Thank you.